I'm
Ready?
like, no. Are we ready?
Ready?
All right.
When you want.
So Kristen Harold for Focus Features. Okay, Travis. So we're going to finish this question, and you can repeat the question back to me.
Okay.
So if you were going to tell your friends you have to see the Boxtrolls because...
Your head up.
Hey, Kevin,
Yeah?
can you tilt down a little? I see something behind above the poster there. There you go, right there. Up, stop. There we go. Okay, I'm sorry.
Jeez.
A false start.
Wow.
You guys rolling good?
Yeah, we're still good.
Okay, do over. Take two. If you were going to tell your friends you have to see the Boxtrolls because, how would you finish the sentence? So just repeat back. You have to see the Boxtrolls because.
All right, here we go. You have to see the Boxtrolls because it is an incredible, absurdist, Dickensian coming-of-age fable about a boy who was raised underground by monsters, and when his family starts disappearing under mysterious circumstances, he's got to go above ground to find out what happened. And in the course of the film, he grapples with an evil pest exterminator, a gaggle of cheese snobs, and a band of ill-mannered gutter snipes. And it's a story of fantastical creatures and rousing heroics and good-for-nothing reprobates mashing up Dickens' doll and Monty Python in this big swirling gumbo.
So I love that these movies are sort of aimed at children, but they're sort of masked as children's films, but they're really aimed at adults. Talk about that a little bit.
Right. I think the kind of films that we make at Leica, they are intended for the families, and that means the entire family, so from the youngest to the oldest. And so we try to find something that can resonate with all members of the family, but at the same time is layered with humor and sophistication and ideas that will engage the minds and the emotions of all members of the family. And so we always try to find different levels and different places to kind of layer in metaphor and different ideas to appeal to all members of the family.
So talk about the cast members and each cast member and what they brought to the film. And I always find this interesting that somehow the characters always end up looking like the actor. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. But talk about what the cast members brought to the film.
Yeah, so on the Boxtrolls, we designed all of our characters before we actually cast any of them. Mm-hmm. And so the process of casting an animated film was a little bit unusual. What you're really looking for is an incredible voice. You're looking for some kind of authenticity, something really unusual. And in a lot of ways, it's sort of like a band or an orchestra where each voice represents some kind of an instrument that needs to occupy its own sonic space within the spectrum. And voices that need to play off of each other or complement each other or smash into each other. And so you try to listen to find voices that are really interesting and have a lot of texture. And so the first actor that we cast in the film was our hero, Eggs, and we only had one idea of who we wanted, and it was Isaac Hempstead Wright, most known to most people as Bran Stark from Game of Thrones. And so we listened to clips from his voice, from his show, and from interviews, and he had this incredible quality to his voice. It was really unusual, and thought it would be perfect for this kid, that if he could kind of tweak it a little bit, it'd be perfect for this kid who was raised underground and then had to kind of acclimate to high society. And he's an extraordinary young actor. He brought so much energy and ideas and kind of emotional heft to the role. As you can see in his TV work, it was something you would expect from an actor like Isaac, but he really outdid himself in this film. For Winifred Portly-Rind, the other side of our kind of two-handed hero journey. She's the mayor she's the daughter of the town mayor, and she's been someone who has been kind of lavish with gifts but starved of affection. And so she goes through this journey with Eggs to try to find their place in the world. And when we were casting for this role, we knew we wanted the best young actress in the world, and that's Elle Fanning. So we reached out to her. We had a little bit of a relationship with the Fanning family before because her older sister, Dakota, was in our first film, Coraline. And so she'd actually come to the studio when she was a very young girl. And we were thrilled when she said she wanted to be a part of the film because she is such an amazing actress. She's one of the only Americans in the film. Mm-hmm. What you really want is emotional authenticity, and she has that in spades. She can do anything. The only wrinkle was, can she do an authentic British accent? And of course she can. It's nothing. It's just drips off of her. But she'd actually done a couple of films in the UK before she'd worked on our film, so she had kind of already built up that muscle. and she's just an extraordinary actress, and she brings so much fun and wit and just emotion to the role that you really end up falling in love with this character, even though at first she's not the most lovable character.